Hello everybody, I am Rob Brender. Welcome to this week's episode of Your 49er Insider. The baseball team just got their season started, winning 2 out of 3 games against VCU. Season continues this upcoming Friday. If you hadn't had an opportunity yet to meet outfielder Brendan Fulkerson, one of the funnier guys involved in any sport in Long Beach State, we have a brand new segment that we allowed Brendan to host. It's called 50 Seconds with Fulkerson. Check it out.
Hello, Dirtbag fans, and welcome into the very first episode of 50 Seconds with Fulkerson. I'm Brendan Fulkerson of the Long Beach State Dirtbags. Here today with me is number 50, Royce, the Flying Hawaiian Mariah. Royce, thanks for stopping by. How are you?
What's up, man? I'm good.
Good. So this past weekend we took on VCU. We took 2 out of 3 with them coming back on Friday night and defeating us. How did you feel how the weekend went? How did you play personally? How do you feel the team was?
I felt really relaxed throughout the whole series, and I mean we played good baseball, just we didn't consistently do it for 9 innings. So I mean, as a team, I still think we're really confident. There's still a lot of energy in our dugout. There's still a lot of just individual confidence. I just think we need to find a way to put it together and we'll be fine.
All right, so Royce, you're a man of many nicknames on the team, as we all know. You go by Joyce, Murray, the Flying Hawaiian, Mai Tai. Which one of your favorite nicknames? What's your most favorite nickname?
I mean, probably go with Mai Tai. That one's kind of grew on me, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't really care. I mean, I don't really care. It's just whatever you guys call me. It doesn't really matter.
And can you go into your first experience? Being from Hawaii, you haven't been out to the States very much until you came here. Can you go over your first experience ever encountering a squirrel?
Our first squirrel encountering, I was with actually a fellow teammate now, Jake Stassi. We were on our recruiting trip, and we were walking around campus with our academic advisor, and saw a squirrel running up the tree, and didn't know what it was until Mr. Stassi notified me.
From what I hear, you had absolutely no idea what it was, and go, "What the heck was that?" And he goes, "That's a squirrel. Are you kidding me?" And I guess that was just the beginning of something new here at Long Beach, huh, for you?
Oh, absolutely.
Good. All right, well, before we go, let's say I want to hear something cool in Hawaiian. How about that state fish that you always say? Can you say that for everybody?
State fish is called the humu humu nuku nuku apua.
Right on. Thank you, Royce. It's been 50 Seconds with Folk. I'm Brendan Fulkerson. It's been Royce and Rye. Thank you.
The Long Beach State track team will be back in action this upcoming weekend for the MPSF Championships. Andy Sythe, the head coach, sat down to talk about the great event, as well as the upcoming strategy for Matt Maldonado as he tries to break the 4-minute barrier for the mile.
If it's any indication of how our outdoor season will go, we've already had 5 indoor school records this year, and in all of 2011, which was a successful year for us, we had only 2 school records. So already this year, Felicia Johnson has lowered our indoor school record in the 60-meter hurdles 3 times. Matt Maldonado in the mile, Rosa Del Toro in the mile, the 3,000, and then on the relay team for the women's distance medley relay. So it's off to a good start so far, and we show a lot of depth. We also have 4 athletes or 4 events where we're sitting number 2 on the all-time list. So there's good depth in what we're doing. And we look at 5 potential new school records based on where some other athletes are sitting and the capabilities that they show. So we're excited about what we might see in about 2 weeks. Matt's going to be going for a sub 4-minute mile. That barrier is probably one of the most well-known barriers in all of track and field. You can think about 6-foot high jumpers in the women, 7-foot high jump in the men, whatever it may be, but those aren't nearly as significant as a sub 4-minute mile. And so what we're looking at with Matt is he's setting himself up to run very fast here in 2 weeks at the indoor conference meet, and he just missed this last weekend in a pretty full race, full capacity race with a lot of jostling, a lot of contact. Didn't get to really run the strategy he was looking for, but he still came out at 4 minutes flat, 0.7 seconds. So he's basically just a little over 0.7 of a second of getting there. So he's ready to do it. He's primed to be our first sub 4-minute mile in school history.
The Long Beach State men's basketball team will be back in action here at the Walter Pyramid this upcoming Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. against UC Riverside. Tickets available by visiting longbeachstate.com, or you could also stop by the box office during regular business hours. I'll be in this seat you have a chance to be in one of those. Expect to see each and every one of you out for the game on Saturday. I am Rob Brender. That does it for this week's episode of Your 49er Insider, and we'll see you on next week's show.